Welcome. James and myself today are going to be showing a most amazing property actually here in Vale, Formoso, which just sits above Almansil effectively. What do we have here today, James? We've been debating this all along, haven't we? It feels like it's very much a sort of Portuguese Asian fusion in terms of the property. I believe the owners have spent a lot of time, a lot of their lifetime in Asia as well, and I think you can see that replicated in the style of the villa with some very, very sort of Portuguese elements.
Yeah, I think there's some undeniably sort of Moorish elements with, like you say, the Asian influence as well. We're standing in the courtyard just in front of the front door, obviously. The driveway and the gardens coming in are incredible. Really mature, the alfaroba trees that you love.
Exactly.
So it's a very visually
bougainvillea. I mean, all the stone walls and things, but Emily will pick that up in the video,
you'll see that,
I'm sure.
But it's visually striking just even before you get into this property.
Stunning property. One thing we didn't mention actually, James, the views are pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Welcome in the main hall. And this Asian theme we talk about, we've got this sort of classic stone, marble stone with the parquet flooring. I mean, the doors, featured doors as we enter the house. I'm going to take you on a little trip around this floor, James. I mean, that staircase, I mean, beautiful, the wooden flooring.
Yeah, I mean, it's full of sort of quirky little features and really interesting design elements. Even just this entrance hall, sort of almost the whole height of the property on this entrance, nearly 3 floors.
And those windows and the detail is it is fantastic. I mean, what are we at? Probably 6 meters. You know, in this hallway. I mean, stunning. I mean, elements that you won't find every day in the Algarve.
Yeah, certainly. Coming off the entrance hall, you've got 4 bedrooms on this level. 3 of them are on this wing, and there's another one on the other side of the property near the kitchen. We'll start with this one because, I mean, this is the largest of the bedrooms on the ground floor level, and it's easily big enough to be a master. The master suite is upstairs, which we'll get to later, and that's quite a special room as well. This is a great space. Down the little hallway, you've got another 2. All bedrooms are en suite, worth mentioning. And again, really great sized rooms. This one has the benefit of its own private terrace on the west side of the property. Continuing to move this way through the hall, obviously access upstairs, beautiful staircase. Downstairs guest cloakroom. This room is the 4th bedroom on this level. It's currently set up as an office, but it has an ensuite and could well be turned back into a bedroom. We've got the utility area and then the back door access to the double garage, which is just on this side in the driveway.
So welcome to the kitchen area of the house. I mean, obviously a very sort of natural wood look from a certain time, certain era. Possibly, you know, if you wanted to modernize the feel of the kitchen, change the doors, or maybe even spray paint them. A good space, a good area. We've got that lovely little internal courtyard off the kitchen there, Emily. Throughout the house, we have this natural wood effect, all the windows, and obviously with the double glazed, very costly but beautiful. The kitchen area flows out onto the terrace here. You know, sort of morning coffee, beautiful area. But we'll come back to the externals a bit later in the video, if that's okay. Just off the kitchen, again, there's sort of Moorish features throughout, as I say, the courtyard and what have you. This lovely dining area. I mean, obviously that's an air-con heating unit, but there is central heating throughout the house, which is fantastic. One thing that strikes me, and I think we were talking about this earlier, James and I, the ceiling height throughout is just fantastic, and all the doors, they sort of lead out onto this amazing elevated terrace. Again, I hope the video is sort of showing the sort of classic Portuguese manor house with this sort of Asian fusion. I hope that's coming across. I mean, lots of marble, lots of high ceilings, good quality windows, air conditioning throughout. We've got a wood burner in this classic sunken lounge, down those 2 marble steps and into this amazing area. I've got to say, I really love this property. In its current state, it's beautiful. There are elements that could be upgraded in terms of interior design, if you like, a more modern feel. Easily done, but the bones and the quality of this property is evident as soon as you arrive here.
Having come up the stairs, we're going to have a look at the master suite. It's worth noting actually on this landing, the brown louver doors, which actually sort of suit the profile of the property really well. An incredible sort of feature archway behind me, and then also this feature. So this window looks back over where we were at the start of the video in the entrance hall. So you've got natural light coming in from that way, and also obviously the south facing side of this incredible suite. I think Neil touched before on the modernizations that could be done. I actually think the brown windows and the wood stain suits it and works really well as it is, but it could definitely be something that could be modernized. Even the floors, if you wanted to do something a little bit cleaner, that could easily be achieved. Obviously ensuite on this side and dressing room as well. And the main thing of this entire property, and this room particularly, is this really, the south facing view all the way along the coast. Quite breathtaking. Not bad, eh Neil?
That is pretty special, James. Yeah. Absolutely. The roof terrace as well off here, which gives you even more panoramic views, but doesn't get much better. No. Absolutely.
And I think we were talking about there's things that now in this day and age that you'd change. You know, this is a sort of a feature pillar system which you'd probably get rid of. This spiral staircase as well, maybe from the bottom, it's something that you could look at removing. There's things like that could sort of elevate things.
Absolutely. I mean, I think, you know, that was the architecture, the design of the architect at the time. It obviously worked for the works for the current owners, but yeah, it's something that you would sort of consider. I mean, look, you know, it's all down to personal choice, effectively. Yeah. So, James, the only thing that's missing is a couple of cold beers, really, I think, at this point.
Might be nice.
What a stunning villa. Yeah,
it's really, really special actually. We haven't touched on the outside. Emily's going to show you a lot of footage in the video, so you'll see, but we've got an enormous, I mean, we've just been pacing the pool out. Between 11 and 12 meters by 7 meter heated swimming pool, outdoor barbecue area.
And all the natural trees, you know, they've been here, well, at least 50 years, I'd say, some of these. Very beautiful mimosa and olive trees, alfaroba, if you're that way inclined. I know if Cindy was here, she'd be talking about the gardens. They are fantastic, actually. The house itself, big house in fairness, beautiful location. The views, I'm sure we'll capture it on the film.
I hope they translate into the film, because in person it's spectacular. And yeah, as you said, large plot, almost 2,500 square meters, great location, just great property.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you know, there is a borehole as well, I understand, you know, which obviously helps a great deal with cost saving in terms of having an amazing garden like this with fruit trees and what have you. An amazing property. You know, there are elements that
look, it's from when it was designed and built. Modern touches wouldn't go amiss, but I think it's unique. I think it's very different. We both sort of,
absolutely.
You know, it perked our interest walking in. It's not like every other house.
And it is apparent that the quality of this build. I mean, if you consider throughout the quality in every aspect of the house, it's very evident.
I mean, as always, anything we've missed, we're at the end of the phone if anyone needs any more information.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching. Cheers.